Hey everyone, my name is Tash. I am the Thick Nutritionist, and today we are going to be talking all about the intuitive eating principles. You may have noticed that I bring every video back to intuitive eating, and that's because those are the principles that transformed my entire life. And today I'm just going to start by discussing the first principle, which is to reject diet culture. Diet culture is all about prioritizing appearance and body shape over actual health. And it's interesting because a lot of the things that we think are healthy are actually very unhealthy and not in our best interest. Diet culture can manifest in so many different ways, but some of the main ways it shows up is through body dissatisfaction, as well as restrictive dieting and really harmful beliefs around food and body image. By rejecting diet culture, we lay a solid foundation to start to create a healthier relationship with food, with exercise, and with our bodies. We start to make choices based on our actual hunger and fullness rather than societal pressures and what we think we're supposed to be eating. One of the ways that diet culture shows up is through the promotion of fad diets. And I'm talking about Whole30, Beachbody, Weight Watchers, Noom, keto diet, paleo diet, detox diets, and all the other diets that have existed. I could go on forever and ever. There's new diets coming up all the time, and it's honestly hard to keep up. But if diets actually worked, you wouldn't need a new one over and over and over again because it would be effective, right? Diets often promote quick weight loss, and they have extreme rules that you need to follow to reach the goal that they promise. So all these fad diets have nothing to do with actual health. It's just all about the industry and making money, profiting off of your insecurities. Another way that diet culture shows up is in assigning foods as good or bad. This is something that originates from following all those different diets. And with time, we start to collect a rule book of ways that we think we're supposed to eat based on all of this false information that we receive all through our lives. And because of the fact that we label food as good or bad, we give it power over ourselves, which is what actually pushes us more towards certain foods that we consider as bad. Because of that taboo, it's exciting. Whereas if you just looked at all the foods neutrally, you wouldn't feel that excitement when it comes to having those foods, and you wouldn't feel like you need to restrict and do all of these crazy things each time you eat that food, because you would have an understanding that all foods are equal. Diet culture also shows up as obsessing over every calorie that you eat, and that can come through following programs like MyFitnessPal, where you're given a set restriction of how many calories you should eat. And whenever you go over that amount, you start to feel really guilty about it, or you feel like you have to compensate through doing movement that you might not even enjoy, but it's all for the sake of calories. And this is where I really used to struggle. I would literally have my heart rate monitor on me all the time because I wanted to have the most accurate information when it came to how many calories I was burning. And so I really do not encourage you to go down the obsessive calorie counting route. You will most likely regret it the way that I did. Another way that diet culture can show up is through body shaming and an overemphasis on thinness. And that leads to being judgmental. It leads to shaming other people with bodies that don't look perfect and assuming that those bodies are unhealthy simply because of the shape or the size, because of the biases that you have picked up through diet culture. For a lot of these fashion magazines or celebrities in general, we get to see photoshopped images. We don't actually get to see what that person looks like. And the reality is that if we looked at them, those people don't even look like the way that they're presented to us through the media. So it's just crazy how we all feel so much pressure to fit this unrealistic standard that doesn't even exist. But by engaging in diet culture, we start to truly believe all the lies that we are not good enough as we are. And when you're constantly comparing yourself to other people's bodies, you're really not giving yourself the opportunity to start to love your own. The last big way that diet culture shows up is through social media and through all of the influencers that we see all the time. So for example, those posts where the influencers share what they eat in a day, or their before and after pictures, or even all that fitness inspiration that makes you feel like if there's no pain, there's no gain, and you feel like you need to do all of these extreme things and over exercise to be healthy, because that's what all the fitness bros are telling you on social media. So be very careful of the people you follow on social media when it comes to health and fitness, because they may be leading you down the wrong path and you don't even know it. If you follow down that path, by the end of the day, you're gonna be over exercising and only moving just to change your appearance and just to burn calories, rather than to actually enjoy yourself, what movement is actually supposed to be about. And before you know it, you're also going to be trapped in a diet cycle of thinking that you constantly need to lose weight and change your body, even though it never actually sticks and you always gain the weight back and even more weight. It's really not worth getting stuck in diet culture. So please, 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 be careful of the content that you consume, and be careful of the way that you look at yourself and the way you look at other people and the way you view food and exercise, because it all matters, sis. If you're ready to learn more about intuitive eating and you want some personalized assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to me. You can find me on Instagram at the Thick Nutritionist, or you can find me at thethicknutritionist.com, where you can apply for one-on-one coaching with me and learn more about the intuitive eating principles, sis. I would absolutely love to be a guide for you. Like I said, I have been through my own journey, and it took me several years to get out of the diet culture cycle, but I am so, so thankful that I managed to, and I'm excited to extend the same freedom to you today. So again, reach out to me if you're interested in that support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, sis. And also drop a comment below letting me know what you think about intuitive eating and whether or not you've heard about it, and whether you think you'll be able to take that first step today to reject diet culture. You got this, sis. I believe in you and I love you. Have a good day. Bye.